We can think of our minds as being like smartphones. All of our unconscious qualities are aspects of character and memories on one screen, our biological functions on another screen, and our conscious mind on the bar at the bottom of the screen. If you haven't watched the video that explains this, or you want to review the concept again, you can do so after this video. Our conscious minds struggle to handle more than 5 to 8 tasks at a time before we get overloaded, which is why it's so easy to get confused when words, images, and situations around us crowd in through our senses. It makes us short-tempered, flustered, fidgety, worn out, unnerved, overloaded, and susceptible to suggestion. When we get overwhelmed, the conscious mind, in its role as traffic cop, breaks down, and when that happens, the traffic light goes green. Sometimes it flashes green for only a fraction of a second. Sometimes it remains green for much longer. Suggestions that would otherwise be blocked by the conscious mind dart through to the unconscious mind, where they may find a place to begin to influence and alter your behaviors and your beliefs. Confusion caused by overwhelming sensory input, however, is not the only way suggestions slip past your natural filter of the conscious mind. Repetition is a common tactic that is used over and over and over again. If you hear something often enough, you may begin to believe it. Just because you see or hear an idea repeatedly doesn't make it true. Malignant rumors and conspiracy theories echo back and forth across the internet, gain strength through repetition, even though they may have been proven false long ago. Boredom often accompanies repetition. When you are bored, your conscious mind goes offline. And when your conscious mind goes offline, the traffic light goes green, inviting suggestions to enter without filtering. Emotions. When a suggestion is linked to a strong emotion, fear, hate, division, possibly even the promise of love, the traffic light goes green. Not only that, but when anger is invoked, it's like flipping a switch, and all the functions of your reasoning, your thinking, your consideration slam shut and lock like the door to a bank vault. No changes can occur. Sometimes stubbornness is a good quality, but be very, very careful when someone appeals to your fears, your prejudices, when they create and embed and feed phobias which have no basis in reality. This is a powerful weapon used by cult leaders who want to re-engineer your mind so that you believe only what they tell you to believe. No one has the right to tell you what to believe. Slippery words. There's much to say about words that have multiple meanings whose context creates subtle changes of meaning. Without clear distinctions, these subtleties can begin to nudge your belief system. If it were obvious, your conscious mind could easily filter the suggestions out. We will return to slippery words later. There is a lot to learn. Phrases and sentences spoken in a special way to mark out suggestions that are not obvious to your conscious mind, but are to your unconscious mind. This is a subtle technique. More about this later. Role models. Some of the most influential people in the world never speak to us personally, never see us, don't even know we're alive, but they act powerfully to influence us in what to believe and how to act. How many people do you know follow a lifestyle influenced by a pop star, a musician, an artist, a political leader, or a writer? Or perhaps they follow the example of a family member by continuing a family business or profession, such as a doctor, a teacher, or a lawyer. We like what we see in them, and we want to imitate it. There are models who are good influences, and there are models who are not. If role models promote a product or a destructive political ideology, they may have personal benefit in influencing you. We've all seen products endorsed by well-known public figures, actors, personalities, and sports and movie stars. How much should we be influenced by paid endorsements? Unexpected, brief, and ever so slightly disturbing events can bring down your guard just a little and allow suggestions to enter your unconscious mind. The more subtle the unexpected bit is, the more effective, because it's the unnoticeable quality that makes it irresistible. As you watch commercials, see if you can identify the little disruptions of expectations that make you more susceptible to suggestion. Commercials with rapid cuts, which switch back and forth from black and white to color, which twist the horizon. You might wonder if this technique really works. Why else would corporations spend millions upon millions of dollars to show you their commercials unless they had a significant effect? Have you heard about subliminal suggestions? These actually aren't effective because if you can't consciously perceive sounds or images that are too faint, your unconscious mind can't either. However, an otherwise clearly discernible suggestion may blend in and be camouflaged by background elements. This is called perception without awareness. The conscious mind doesn't possess the processing power to assess every element in the world around us we experience. Your conscious mind, usually coached by the unconscious mind, quickly picks out what it judges to be important based on past experiences. All other elements of the background are consciously ignored. The unconscious mind, however, with its massive processing power, sorts through all that is visible and thus may be influenced by elements that the conscious mind takes no notice of. Advertisers are well aware of this and used a technique called product placement to open your mind to the items and services they're selling. Corporations spend a great deal of money to have their products placed in the background of scenes in the television shows and movies you watch so that you will be influenced to think favorably of and buy their products. No one of these techniques used in isolation is liable to be powerfully persuasive, but when many of these techniques are used in combination, they can make a difference in how you think, act, and behave.